Let's get into Batman a little bit on the pay pair. Now, we can see we got the Humbly. The Blee is for the sheep, and the Pear Rise, the Paris for the PA, Pennsylvania, and the Harris. Okay, now we got ants and bees. We got hives and mounds. This, the bee tell. Okay, we also have beast, and we have different beasts. We have ox, we have lions, and we have eagles. Okay, so each has a different tell. And the eagle has the feather. All right, so that takes you up to the high place. And this is also the Betel Jews. Sand, the sands of time. So it's connecting the sands of time to the Paris, okay, and the Batman and the Betelgeuse, and it connects us to 5 decades, okay? 5 decades is for the 5 decks for the different games like gin rummy or the gem rummy, and that rum is for the trump and the intoxication and the shots that go down. And the gem is for the Gemini that he's born under, and for that ring bearer and those types of things. And the car ear and the caw rear. The caw is for the crow. And then the Jack Hack and the Batman, the Dark Knight. Dark Knight connects to Reeves, Superman, Crypto, those things. And then you have Nicholson, and Icon opens fatherhood. So this connects us to the man-child birth, okay? And the Y turning, the Y is the 25th letter, the Y, and we're also in the 23 year of 9/11, and then the 8 for the Last Supper years, and then we're also in 8 for the October for the Roman calendar, and then the 25. The Y is the 25, the flux capacitor. So we're going into a time machine now kind of thing with the 89 and 90 and the 88 all combining into a force. And then the turning down rolls to be, okay, so they're not going to the hive. With the family was a no-brainer. So the no-brainer is the monkey men, okay? So this is where man is basically going down to such a level to where we're basically going back to where we're being created. And as we're doing that, the person with the no brain are going to become that clone drone robot society, that robot, that the robot is which aisles you walk down to get your so-called salvation, and which aisles you sit in and claim your seat of authority, and all those things. So the rolls is for the dice game and the crapture and all those types of different things. The up, Pennsylvania, out, the B out, the B versus the ants are tied to the antis, the antichrist, people who are anti-man, all those things. So the beginnings, the gin, all right, the gin takes us to the decade, tells us what decks we're playing with. So the partying, the par, PA, Pennsylvania, the right for the mark on the right hand, the Y, the flux capacitor years, yin, yin yang. All right, the Jin, yin yang Jin. So this tying into, it's going to be either gay Elon or gay Trump or something like that coming up. And then either way, folks, we can just tie it together. But basically, these things tell us a map that we can go from the gin. We're playing gin rummy. Got 5 decks we can deal with, and these 5 decades, these 80-year decades or whatever, are going to stack up onto the 4-year and such 8-year time frame that the people call the Great Tribulation or whatever. And then as your Hollywood movies per se come to real life, and they've already taught you and brainwashed you that all this is scripted and shit, so y'all can't understand the spirit. Either way, where was I? Oh, so the decades from the nickel sun to the fatherhood, the man-child, the opening cups, and this was September 16th of 2024, and we're coming up onto the Roman calendar of September, which is November, okay? So this is kind of tying in some last-minute script stuff or whatever, because all these things or whatever can only be done between a certain amount of time where everything is opened up in a matter of speaking. And then because like Corona is the outer part of the sun, so we're going into the sun, and as we go into the sun and come back out of the sun, we are going into a whole new solar system, a whole new heaven, a whole new earth, those types of things. So this is where you have James Webb coming in and saying this, that, and the other, the telescope or whatever, and changing the foundations of the Big Bang or whatever. And this is where we have Harris and the Big Bang chop or whatever maybe changing or whatever, where they can do another style haircut or whatever kind of thing. But I expect those China bangs to be chopped so people can start getting those squint-eyes, okay? Well, we might be seeing something coming. Either way, folks, the X clue is Eve, all right? So that's another one. This is for the X clue, Steve, and the X is the ex-president Trump, and the X for Elon. And then it takes us to here, so more the X, more stacks on how these things stack. But you take this little bit of information, you go in here and you get your little legend per se, and then you go onto Wiki, and then you have at it, and you find your 6 degrees of separation. And this is why things can kind of only be done when certain celebrities are spoke of. That's when it can be taken and gone into the matrix to see, because these things are you basically had to know and create the matrix per se around what you've made a legend, and then go from there. Like you're basically getting your game pieces ready for this game for the past, since 2020 basically, or even before that really, but I'm saying since the trumpets sounded in 2017, 2016, and then in 2020 and such, and the world was shut down, and Corona crown was given to the king, and the world shut down in honor of it, and all these things. And the Corona is the outer part of the sun, and we're going into the hottest, deepest level of it, and then it's all going to break out. Okay, so either way, that's where we're at.